Have you ever wished you could turn back the clock on your health, your energy, and yes, even your intimate vitality? What if I told you that something as simple as adding the right ingredient to your morning coffee could help restore your erections, your confidence, and your zest for life, even at 70, 80, or beyond? Intimacy is not just about pleasure, it's about connection, confidence, and the joy of living fully. Yet, as men age, erectile problems can creep in. They're common, but they are not something you have to accept as just part of getting older. The truth is, your body has the ability to heal, to regenerate, and to perform if you give it the right tools. That's what we're talking about today. Erectile dysfunction is often spoken about in whispers, as if it is something to be ashamed of, but in reality, it is one of the most important signals your body can give you about your health. The first step in taking back control is to understand clearly what the problem is. When a man experiences difficulty achieving or maintaining an erection, it usually comes down to one main factor: restricted blood flow. Erections are not just about desire. They are a finely tuned process involving your brain, your nerves, your hormones, and most importantly, your blood vessels. When blood flow to the penis is smooth, erections are firm and lasting. But when blood vessels become stiff, narrow, or inflamed, blood cannot circulate properly, and this is when problems begin to appear. That is why erectile dysfunction is more than just a sexual issue. It is an early warning system. If the vessels in the penis are struggling to carry blood, you can be sure that the larger vessels leading to your heart and brain are also under strain. In fact, studies have shown that erectile dysfunction often appears years before a man is diagnosed with heart disease. That means it is not just a matter of performance. It is a sign that your health deserves immediate attention. Many men think erectile dysfunction is simply about aging, as if it is inevitable and irreversible. But that is not the truth. Yes, with age, the body goes through changes, but erectile dysfunction is not just about getting older. It is about the health of your vascular system. Your arteries are like flexible tubes that should carry blood easily throughout your body. Over time, unhealthy habits such as poor diet, lack of movement, smoking, or unmanaged stress can damage the lining of these vessels. This damage leads to plaque buildup, narrowing, and stiffness. When this happens, blood has a harder time reaching areas that need it most: your heart, your brain, and yes, your sexual organs. Understanding the root of the problem helps take away the shame and brings in empowerment. When you see erectile dysfunction not as a personal failure, but as a health signal, you open the door to solutions. The problem lies not in your masculinity or your desire, but in the condition of your blood vessels, your lifestyle, and the choices you make every day. This is something you can influence. You cannot change your age, but you can change how you treat your body. There is also the hormonal component. Testosterone plays a role in libido and energy, but it is often misunderstood. Low testosterone alone does not always cause erectile dysfunction, but when combined with poor circulation and high stress, it can make the problem worse. The good news is that natural lifestyle habits such as regular exercise, quality sleep, and a nutrient-rich diet can support healthier hormone levels and improve vascular health at the same time. Stress is another hidden culprit that contributes to erectile dysfunction. When your body is under constant stress, your nervous system floods you with cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that keep you in a state of fight or flight. This may have helped our ancestors survive danger, but when stress is ongoing, it interferes with your ability to relax and allow blood vessels to open fully. Erections require relaxation of the smooth muscle in the penis, and stress hormones do the opposite. They constrict, they tighten, and they restrict blood flow. This is why learning to manage stress is not just good for your mind, but also for your sexual health. Identifying the problem is the most powerful first step, because when you can name what is happening in your body, you take back control. Instead of seeing erectile dysfunction as something inevitable, you start to see it as a message that you can respond to with action, with healthier choices, and with a renewed sense of possibility for your health and your life. So when we identify the problem clearly, we can see erectile dysfunction not as a mysterious condition, but as the result of very real, very understandable processes in the body. Restricted blood flow, damaged blood vessels, chronic stress, and poor lifestyle habits all come together to create the issue. By recognizing these truths, you can begin to shift your mindset from frustration or embarrassment to curiosity and determination. You begin to ask the right questions. What can I do to improve my circulation? How can I reduce inflammation in my body? What steps can I take to calm my nervous system and lower stress? These questions lead to real solutions. When erections weaken, the effects ripple far beyond the bedroom. For many men, it starts with subtle changes. What once happened easily now requires more effort, more focus, or doesn't last as long as it used to. At first, it might seem like a minor inconvenience, something to brush aside, but over time, these moments begin to take a toll. Confidence starts to erode. A man may begin to doubt himself, to wonder if something is wrong, or to feel less capable than he once was. This self-doubt does not stay confined to intimacy. It seeps into daily life, affecting relationships, mood, and even motivation. Beyond the emotional and relational struggles, erectile dysfunction is a signal of deeper health issues. The same circulation problems that affect erections also affect the heart and brain. The arteries in the penis are small, so they are often the first to show signs of narrowing. When they fail to deliver adequate blood flow, it is a warning that larger vessels may already be compromised. That is why erectile dysfunction is strongly linked to cardiovascular disease. In fact, research shows that men who develop erectile problems often go on to experience heart attacks or strokes if the underlying issues are not addressed. This makes erectile dysfunction not only a quality of life issue, but a potential life-saving warning sign. Erectile problems create distance in partnerships. Instead of open conversation, there may be silence, avoidance, or even excuses. A partner might feel unwanted, while the man himself feels ashamed or frustrated. This creates a cycle of misunderstanding where intimacy becomes less about closeness and more about tension. For men who are single, erectile dysfunction may lead them to shy away from dating altogether, convinced that they cannot fully participate in a relationship. This isolation can feed into feelings of loneliness, which in turn may worsen the problem since emotional stress directly affects physical performance. Diabetes is another major factor. High blood sugar damages blood vessels and nerves, both of which are essential for erections. Men with diabetes are at a much higher risk of experiencing erectile dysfunction, often at a younger age. High blood pressure and obesity also contribute as they increase the strain on arteries and reduce overall circulation. These conditions create a picture of declining vascular health, and erections are simply the first visible casualty. What makes this even more significant is the way erectile dysfunction can create a downward spiral in overall health. When men feel less confident, they may avoid exercise or stop prioritizing their health, believing it will not make a difference. They may seek quick fixes instead of long-term solutions. Pills might temporarily mask the problem, but they do not address the cause. Meanwhile, the real issues, blocked arteries, high blood sugar, chronic inflammation, continue to worsen. This leads to higher risks of heart disease, memory problems, and reduced vitality overall. Understanding this connection changes the way we think about erectile dysfunction. Instead of seeing it as an embarrassing problem to hide, we can view it as a valuable signal from the body. It is an early alarm bell, a chance to make changes before more serious issues arise. Far from being a sign of weakness, it is an opportunity for strength, a reminder that your body is asking for care, attention, and healthier habits. And when a man responds to that call, not only does his intimate life improve, but so does his overall sense of vitality, energy, and purpose. It is important to recognize that the impact of erectile dysfunction is not confined to a single area of life. It touches physical health, emotional well-being, relationships, and even future longevity. But here is the encouraging truth, because it is so deeply connected to overall vascular health. Improving erectile function naturally improves heart health, brain function, and energy levels too. The very same steps that bring back vitality in the bedroom, better nutrition, regular movement, stress reduction, also add years of life and protect against serious illness. When people think about solving erectile dysfunction, the first thing that comes to mind is often a little blue pill. While medication can provide short-term results, it doesn't fix the underlying problem. It's like patching a leak without repairing the pipe. The symptom may disappear for a while, but the cause remains. Real, lasting solutions come from supporting the body's natural ability to heal and function at its best. The good news is that nature has already given us tools to restore blood flow, reduce inflammation, and boost sexual vitality without relying solely on pharmaceuticals. One of the most powerful natural approaches is to focus on circulation. Erections depend on healthy, flexible blood vessels that can widen and deliver blood efficiently. Certain natural compounds do exactly that by increasing nitric oxide production in the body. Nitric oxide is a molecule that relaxes and opens blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely. Foods rich in nitrates, like leafy greens, beets, and pomegranate, are excellent for this. Drinking a glass of beet juice or adding fresh spinach to your meals can directly support better circulation and stronger erections. Another simple and effective solution is to incorporate specific nutrients and spices into daily habits, such as morning coffee, adding cacao powder, for instance. Not only improves the taste, but also delivers flavonoids, plant compounds that enhance blood vessel function and boost nitric oxide. Cinnamon, on the other hand, helps regulate blood sugar, which is especially important because high blood sugar damages arteries and nerves. By stabilizing blood sugar, you protect your circulation and make it easier for erections to occur naturally. These may seem like small changes, but the body responds powerfully to consistent, nourishing support. Herbal remedies have also been used for centuries to support sexual health. Ginseng, for example, has been studied for its ability to increase energy, reduce stress, and enhance erectile performance. Maca root, a plant from Peru, is known for boosting stamina and libido. While not every herb works for everyone, and quality matters greatly, they can be part of a holistic, natural approach that supports vitality without side effects. Beyond food, certain amino acids play an important role in improving erectile function. L-arginine and L-citrulline are natural building blocks of nitric oxide. They are found in foods like watermelon, nuts, and legumes. When consumed regularly, they help the body relax blood vessels and improve overall circulation. Some men choose to supplement with these amino acids, but even without supplements, simply eating more whole, nutrient-dense foods can supply the body with what it needs. It's also important to remember that erections are not only physical, they are influenced by mental and emotional health. Natural solutions must also include stress reduction and relaxation techniques. Chronic stress and anxiety restrict blood vessels and flood the body with hormones that interfere with arousal. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, yoga, or even simply spending time in nature help calm the nervous system. When the mind relaxes, the body follows, and erections become easier to achieve and maintain. Most importantly, natural solutions give men back a sense of control. Instead of feeling dependent on medication, they realize that their daily choices matter. Every meal, every walk, every mindful moment is a step toward better health and better intimacy. That shift in perspective is life-changing. Erectile dysfunction becomes not a dead end, but a turning point, a chance to rebuild health from the inside out and enjoy the benefits in every area of life. Exercise is another natural solution that is often underestimated. Movement increases circulation, strengthens the heart, and reduces blood vessel stiffness. Even something as simple as a brisk 20-minute walk each day can dramatically improve vascular health. Resistance training helps build muscle, improves hormone balance, and raises energy levels. The more active the body, the better the blood flow, and the better the erections. When these natural strategies are combined, nutrient-rich foods, circulation-boosting spices, amino acids, stress management, and regular exercise, the results are powerful. Erections become stronger, energy levels rise, confidence returns, and overall health improves. Unlike pills, which wear off in hours, these changes build a foundation that supports vitality for years to come. They treat the cause, not just the symptom. Taking action is where transformation truly begins. It is one thing to understand the problem and even to learn about natural solutions, but it is another to put them into practice in your daily life. The beauty of this process is that the changes you need to make are simple, practical, and enjoyable. They don't require complicated routines or expensive treatments. They only require consistency and a willingness to start small. Let's talk about examples you can begin trying today that will immediately set you on a path towards stronger erections, better health, and greater vitality. Next, look at your meals. Erections are directly linked to the quality of your blood flow, and your diet determines how well your blood vessels function. One practical tip is to add 1 serving of leafy greens to both lunch and dinner. A handful of spinach in a smoothie, a side salad with dinner, or sautéed kale with garlic are all simple, flavorful options. Leafy greens are loaded with nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide, the key molecule for opening up blood vessels. Another easy upgrade is to snack on nuts, like almonds or walnuts. These are rich in healthy fats and amino acids that support vascular health and hormone balance. The first and easiest step is to upgrade your morning coffee. Most people already have a cup each day, so this is the perfect place to add natural boosters without changing your routine. Try adding half a teaspoon of pure cacao powder to your coffee. This adds antioxidants and flavonoids that support blood vessel function. For flavor and additional health benefits, sprinkle in some cinnamon. This spice helps stabilize blood sugar, lowers inflammation, and gives your coffee a delicious, warming aroma. If you want to take it one step further, you could also add a scoop of collagen powder for joint health or a pinch of L-citrulline powder to support circulation. These are easy, practical changes you can make in under a minute, and over time, they nourish your vascular system from the inside out. Movement is another practical tip that anyone can begin today. You don't need a gym membership or a strict workout plan to see results. Start with a daily walk, 15 to 20 minutes around your neighborhood, in a park, or even around your house. If the weather doesn't allow outdoor activity, walking improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and helps reduce stress. If you feel comfortable, add a few bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, or light resistance bands. These not only strengthen your muscles, but also help regulate hormones and increase stamina. Hydration is often overlooked, but it is another simple habit that supports better erections. Dehydration thickens your blood and makes it harder to circulate smoothly. Carry a water bottle with you throughout the day and make it a goal to drink regularly. If plain water feels boring, add lemon slices, cucumber, or a few berries for natural flavor. This small step keeps your blood flowing, supports kidney function, and enhances overall energy. Sleep is also a practical area where you can make immediate improvements. Poor sleep disrupts hormones, raises stress levels, and interferes with your body's ability to repair itself. Aim to create a simple evening routine. Turn off screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, and go to bed at the same time each night. Even small improvements in sleep quality will show up in your energy, mood, and sexual performance. Managing stress in daily life is equally important. Simple breathing exercises can be done anywhere, anytime. Take 5 slow deep breaths before meals or before starting your day. This calms your nervous system and helps counteract the constant flood of stress hormones. If you enjoy mindfulness practices, consider short guided meditations or simply taking time in nature to relax. The important thing is to start today with 1 or 2 of these tips. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Each small action is a seed you plant, and with time, those seeds grow into lasting transformation. These practical tips, upgrading your coffee, eating leafy greens, walking daily, staying hydrated, sleeping better, and practicing stress relief, are not complicated or time-consuming. They are small steps that fit easily into daily life. The power comes from consistency. Each day that you make these choices, your blood vessels become a little healthier, your circulation a little stronger, and your confidence a little higher. Over weeks and months, the changes compound, leading to powerful improvements in erections, energy, and overall health. When it comes to restoring vitality and improving erectile function, the real key is consistency. 1 cup of coffee with cacao or a single healthy meal won't create lasting change, just like one workout won't build strong muscles. The body thrives on patterns, and when you give it the same healthy signals day after day, it adapts and improves. This is where many people stumble. They expect quick results and get discouraged when change doesn't happen overnight. But lasting health is not built on quick fixes. It is built on steady habits that become part of your lifestyle. One of the most powerful habits you can build is daily movement. It doesn't have to be extreme. Even walking 20 minutes a day, every day, creates a rhythm that supports circulation, lowers blood pressure, and reduces inflammation. Over time, your arteries become more flexible, your blood flows more easily, and your body responds with stronger sexual function. If you skip exercise for long periods, the benefits fade. But if you stick to a consistent routine, the results keep building. The same is true with strength training. Doing a few sets of push-ups, squats, or lifting light weights several times a week may not seem dramatic in the beginning, but over months and years, it builds muscle, supports testosterone, and strengthens your entire cardiovascular system. Think of your body like a garden. If you water it once and then neglect it, nothing will grow. But if you water it consistently, nourish the soil, and give it sunlight, the plants begin to thrive. Your vascular system, your hormones, and your energy levels respond in exactly the same way. When you repeatedly give them what they need, nutrient-rich food, movement, hydration, sleep, and stress relief, they repair, strengthen, and begin to function optimally again. This is what leads to reliable, long-lasting erections and overall vitality.